Hello everyone, welcome to my online prep as another class from our revision series for CAIIB exam 2023, and here we are discussing the paper Advanced Bank Management. Today we have for you chapter 14 of our syllabus from the module B, that is performance management. Under this chapter the topics are introduction to performance management, appraisal systems which is an important topic, performance review and feedback, counseling, competency mapping and assessment of competencies, assessment centers as well as behavioral event interview. So यहाँ पे we'll discuss the MCQs that are most important, most crucial from the exam point of view. We'll be following the latest pattern that has been observed. These MCQs have been compiled so that you can score the maximum marks in your examination and qualify it in this attempt itself. So the exam is very near now and you need to complete your revision in this limited time period. To make your revision efficient, we will be bringing up new videos for each and every chapter, and for that you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel of My Online Prep. You will get all those videos on YouTube for free. So now let us start with our first question from today's session. So the first question from today's session is, performance appraisal is important in organizations because what is the key importance of performance appraisal? We already know that it is actually the key to success for any organization. The given statements for this question are: determines employee salaries, identifies the areas of improvement, assigns the job responsibilities, or determines the employee promotions. तो कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उसका जो ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डिपार्टमेंट होता है, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट के लिए वो करते क्या है, वो चाहते हैं कि बेस्ट लोगों को हायर किया जाए ताकि वो लोग अपने बेस्ट सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर सके. सो ये इफेक्टिव है, मतलब कि जो मैनेजमेंट है वो हायरिंग प्रोसेस में इफेक्टिव रहा है, इसके लिए परफॉर्मेंस अप्रेजल किया जाता है. एंड द की इंपॉर्टेंस इज दैट इट फाइंड्स आउट द एरियाज ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट. अगर जो भी लोग वर्क कर रहे हैं, जो भी एम्प्लॉयज है, वर्कर्स है, जो वर्कफोर्स है, उसमें इवेल्युएशन किया जाता है. सिस्टमैटिक इवेल्युएशन is performed, which is acts as a tool to check the development opportunities for the employees. Are there any areas of improvement for the employees? So the right answer is only 2. Employee salaries के लिए नहीं होता है, या job responsibility assignment, even for employee promotions, ये performance appraisal के objectives नहीं होते. The main important point under performance appraisal is to find out the areas of improvement so that the employees they can give their best performance in their assigned roles. So the right answer is B. Next. The next question is, performance appraisal is also known as, what is another common name for performance appraisal? The options are employee ranking, annual review, job evaluation or salary negotiation. So इसमें क्या है, actually we know that performance appraisal it involves a systematic evaluation of various areas. The employees workforce, they are evaluated on various areas such as their knowledge, their skills and abilities in the job that they have been employed for. Other than that, their decision making skills. All of these are the standards. Standards are set, and then the performance of the individuals it is compared to the standards. So here the performance and qualification of the employees in terms of the requirement of the job for which they are employed, and for this purpose administration including placement, selection of promotion, then providing financial rewards, and all these activities are conducted. So these are conducted during a specific time period, which is usually an year, and for this reason it is also known as an annual review. एक annual review किया जाता है at the end of every year, किस तरीके से जो employee है उसका performance रहा in the different standards that are set for evaluation. So ये annually किया जाता है. Thus another name for performance appraisal is annual review. So the right answer is B. Next. Question says, according to McGregor, performance appraisal plans meet 3 needs. Which of the following is not one of those needs? So performance appraisal बहुत सारे अलग अलग theorists ने उसकी needs बताई हैं, importance बताई हैं, यहाँ पूछा गया है मैकग्रेगर के अकॉर्डिंग परफॉर्मेंस अप्रेजल की कौन सी 3 नीड्स हैं जो कि वो फुलफिल करता है। यहाँ पे पूछा गया कौन सा फुलफिल नहीं करता। सो इनमें से कौन सा है जो मैकग्रेगर की नीड्स में नहीं आता? ऑप्शंस आर जजमेंटल, डेवलपमेंटल, काउंसलिंग बाय द सुपीरियर और एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव डिसीजन making. So McGregor, they identified the needs that are met by the performance plans as first judgmental. Judgmental के अंदर क्या क्या चीजें आती हैं? For salary increases, other than that transfers and promotions. So this is related to salary transfers and promotions under judgmental. Second is related to developmental. Developmental involves providing feedback and suggesting any changes that can improve the employee's performance. And third is counseling by the supervisor, that provides giving feedback and understanding problems. What are the problems that are leading to any kind of poor performance? But administrative decision making does not come under the basic needs. So D is the right answer. Developmental, judgmental और counseling. ये McGregor के according the performance appraisal it meets these 3 needs and administration decision making ये McGregor ने नहीं दिया था. So the right answer is D. बाकी सारी needs को देखना जरूरी कि उसके अंदर क्या क्या चीजें हैं जो वो fulfill करता है. Okay, next. The question says performance appraisal system helps in evaluating the performance of employees objectively. Additionally, it provides information about. तो यहाँ पे पूछा गया है कि पहले तो performance appraisal system कि किसी भी employee की परफॉर्मेंस को इवेल्युएट करने में हेल्प करता है, इसके अलावा वो और किस चीज के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन हमें प्रोवाइड करता है? गिवन स्टेटमेंट्स आर एम्प्लॉय पर्सनालिटी ट्रेट्स, एम्प्लॉय पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम्स, एम्प्लॉय अटेंडेंस रिकॉर्ड्स और एम्प्लॉय फाइनेंशियल status. So we know the objectives of performance appraisal. Now what is it used for? It is a tool to evaluate objectively. First, to evaluate objectively the performance of the employees on the given job. Also, it throws light on the characteristics and traits of the employees. So employee personality traits. This is the right answer. That is only one, A. अब इसमें जो भी डेटा कलेक्ट किया जाता है एम्प्लॉय की पर्सनालिटी से रिलेटेड, ये बहुत सारे पर्सनल डिसीजंस, it is important for making personal decisions for the employees. जैसे कि इसमें क्या किया जाता है? It actually rates all the employees in a unified manner by using the same rating scales. So rating scales can be used and thus it makes them comparable on a common footing. Rating scales and comparisons. Second, it provides information which could be critical while deciding on promotions. It can be used for deciding whom promotion to be provided. It provides the information about areas of weaknesses of the particular individual and improves the quality of supervision. अगर supervision की कमी की वजह से poor performance है तो उसकी quality को भी improve करता है. And the system, if it is actually successfully implemented with openness and trust, it ensures better interpersonal relations, efficient interpersonal relations between the employee and the supervisor. So this is the uses or this is the benefits that the performance appraisal system performs. According to this, the right answer for us is A, only one. That is, it provides information about employee personal traits. So the right answer is A. Moving on. The next question is, which traditional method of performance appraisal allows the appraiser to provide a free-form, open-ended appraisal of the employee? So we know that the various methods for performance appraisal, these can be divided into the traditional method as well as the modern methods. The traditional and the modern methods. तो traditional methods में बहुत सारे आते हैं, like the straight ranking method, comparison method, free from essay method, grading method. All of these are traditional. इसके अलावा other methods under the traditional are the graphic rating scale method, or which is also known as the linear rating scales. Then we have the forced choice. We have the forced choice description method. Apart from that, there is also the forced distribution method as well as the group appraisal. the group appraisal. So these are the traditional forms or the traditional methods for appraisal. Now, out of these methods, actually, a free-form, open-ended appraisal of the employee is the free-form essay method. The free-form essay method, ये completely unstructured होता है. इसके अंदर कोई formal structure नहीं होता है. And the appraiser makes a free-form, open-ended appraisal of the employee. यहाँ पे जो system है, this gives absolute freedom. It provides absolute freedom to the supervisor to write about the job knowledge, employees' attitudes, development needs, and so on. यहाँ पे एक drawback है. A major drawback of the system is that it could lead to totally subjective evaluation. हो सकता है जो supervisor हो वो biased हो between two employees, and so comparison क्या हो सकता है, ये difficult हो सकता है. So the type of appraisal system is generally used to appraise the top management. यहाँ पे किसको mostly use किया जाता है, top management के लिए. इसके अलावा स्टेट रैंकिंग मेथड, दिस इज एक्चुअली द ओल्डेस्ट एज वेल एज द सिंपलेस्ट मेथड. इसमें जो रिलेटिव पोजीशन है हर एक एम्प्लॉय की उसको असेस किया जाता है. द रिलेटिव पोजीशन इज असेस्ड and the people are rated in order of merit and then placed in a grouping. फिर जो सिस्टम है ऑब्वियसली ये कुछ ड्रॉबैक से सफर करता है, जैसे कि इट इज डिफिकल्ट टू कंपेयर एन इंडिविजुअल विद अदर्स हैविंग वेरिंग बिहेवियरल ट्रेट्स. तो ये इसका प्रॉब्लम है. Then we have the comparison method, which is actually a modification. पहले के जो methods है, यहाँ पे जो employee है उसको compare किया जाता है on certain selected factors such as leadership, initiative, etc. तो इसको इसीलिए factor comparison method भी बोला जाता है. And then we have the graded method. Under the grading method, this is simple method where the certain features are considered for grading. जैसे कि कुछ हो सकता है analytical abilities को grade किया जा रहा हो या फिर job knowledge and so on. So the certain scales for these are then decided and the employee is graded on these particular features. So ये सारे ही traditional methods हैं. इसमें से सबसे ज़्यादा freedom, free form, open ended, this is the free form essay method. So the right answer is option C. Next. The next question is, which modern method of performance appraisal involves comparing employees on selected factors such as leadership and initiative? तो अब ये modern methods है. Modern methods में क्या क्या आता है? There is the assessment, center workshops, there is the management by objective MBO, there is the human asset accounting method, the asset accounting method, then there is bars, the behavioral anchor rating scales, 360-degree as well as 720-degree appraisal method. Now out of these, comparison method किसमें use किया जाता है? The comparison method is actually, we are given certain options. These are the 360-degree appraisal method, the behaviorally anchored rating scales, management by objectives, or comparison method. Comparison based on factors, it is done under the comparison model. This comparison model, which is also known as the factor comparison model, the factor comparison model. Herein, it is a model method of performance appraisal that involves comparing employees on certain selected factors such as leadership, initiative, and other relevant attributes. So the right answer is D. Apart from these, 360-degree appraisal method, behaviorally anchored method, ये सारे मॉडर्न मेथड्स हैं और जितने भी तरीकों के होते हैं. सो फर्स्ट वी हैव द 360 डिग्री. सो 360 डिग्री के अंदर क्या होता है? इट रेफर्स टू द फुल सर्कल. इट रेफर्स टू द फुल सर्कल, मतलब कि ऑल अराउंड एम्प्लॉइज एंड देन द एम्प्लॉय इज एट द सेंटर. एम्प्लॉय के ऑल अराउंड क्या चीजें वर्क कर रही है व्हेन द एम्प्लॉय इज एट द सेंटर. नाउ अप्रेजल सिस्टम में क्या होता है? जो एम्प्लॉय होता है इसको बाकी लोग रेट करते हैं, अदर पीपल हु आर अफेक्टेड बाय द एम्प्लॉय बाय देयर वर्किंग. Then we have the behaviorally anchored rating scales, that is bars. Yeah, actually this is a new appraisal technique and the jobs are described through illustrations. Various illustrations are given and then critical incidents of effective and ineffective performance is asked to be made. Based on these incidents, a rating scale is devised. Then we have the management by objectives. Management by objectives is used when the managers or the supervisors, they want to minimize the effects of external controls, the effects of external controls. Then they use management by objectives. यहाँ पे motivation level पे focus किया जाता है. So other modern techniques are also there, but right now our correct answer for is D, comparison method. Next. Now, before we move on to the next question, here's an important information for you. You can download the MyOnlinePrep app from Google Play, where you will get free mock tests and free videos. We are discussing these questions on the YouTube channel. Also, there are other various questions on the app. ये जो मॉक टेस्ट है ये आपके रिवीजन के लिए बहुत ज्यादा क्रूशियल है. जितने ज्यादा आप मॉक टेस्ट सॉल्व करोगे, जितने ज्यादा उससे रिलेटेड वीडियोस देखोगे, कॉन्सेप्ट्स को रिवाइज करोगे, उतनी बेटर तरीके से आपकी प्रिपरेशन कंप्लीट होगी. So to complete your revision efficiently, download this app, avail all these facilities and score the maximum, give your 100% for this attempt. We will also be providing you with other videos on the YouTube, but यहाँ पे mock test और free videos इनको भी avail करने से आप अपनी performance को और ज़्यादा improve कर सकते हैं. So download this app. My online prep app is available on Google Play. Now let's move on to the next question. The question says, what is the objective of the management by objectives system? So MBO, which is a technique used under the modern performance appraisal techniques, उसका main objective क्या है? Given statements are to change employees' behavior and attitudes towards result, to establish external controls and regulations, to focus on the methods used to achieve goals, or to minimize the employee participation in decision making. So we know that management by objectives, it is actually a method that attempts to minimize the external controls, So to establish external controls and regulations, this can be cancelled out. Apart from that, it emphasizes on the motivation levels, of the employees. And then यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? It is sought to achieve through joint goal setting and employee participation in the decisions that are directly affecting him. So minimize employee participation in decision making, ये भी cancel out हो जाता है. Now the objective of MBO is actually to change the behavior and attitude in respect of setting the results. So the right answer is A, that is only 1. To focus on methods to use अचीविंग गोल्स ये नहीं होता है. यहाँ पे क्या जिस रिजल्ट को हमें अचीव करना है उसके लिए किस तरीके से हम लोग बिहेवियर और एटीट्यूड्स को चेंज कर सकते हैं. इट इज एक्चुअली अ रिजल्ट ओरिएंटेड मेथड. और एमबीओ प्रोसेस क्या होता है, किस तरीके से एमबीओ प्रोसेस को कंडक्ट किया जाता है. सो फर्स्ट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल गोल्स आर सेट एंड क्लियरली स्टेटेड एज मेजरेबल टारगेट्स. After that, the goal setting process, it is actually a joint process. So short term performance goals ये employees और supervisors साथ में set करते हैं. इसके अलावा frequent reviews होते हैं through one-to-one meetings and the sharing of feedback in such meetings. This is very important because it actually alters the course of action. It changes the employees' behavior and attitudes towards the results. So it is a process that involves setting goals. Second, exchanging feedback. And third, seeking participation of the employees. So this is the complete management by objectives system. So the right answer for us is A, only 1. That is, the objective is to change employees' behavior and attitude towards the results. Next. The next question is, which of the following is a characteristic of the behaviorally anchored rating scales? Anchored rating scales, that is the bars. Iski main characteristic kya hai? Given options are, it is a quick and time-saving appraisal technique. It focuses on rating performance based on quantifiable metrics. It uses critical incidents and behavior anchors for performance evaluation, or it eliminates the need for expert judgment in evaluation. So we know that the bars, it is actually a new technique. It has been recently developed and the jobs here are described through illustrations. Illustrations are provided to the employees about critical incidents of effective and ineffective performance. And then based on these incidents, a rating scale is developed. After that, a rating scale is developed based on these incidents, and then a set of incidents are used as the behavioral anchors for the performance dimensions. So here actually the right answer is third statement, that is it uses critical incidents and behavior anchors for performance evaluation. So C, only 3 is right. It is a quick and time saving appraisal technique. This actually it is not very quick, इसमें काफी सारे steps होते हैं, so time saving नहीं हुआ. It focuses on the rating of performance based on quantifiable metrics, ये भी नहीं, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या, यहाँ पे illustrations use किए जा रहे हैं, तो ये quantifiable metrics नहीं होते. And it eliminates the need for expert judgment, so this is also not right. The only right statement is 3. Now जो bars है, so किस तरीके से develop किया जाता है या उसके steps क्या होते हैं? First, we need to identify the effective and ineffective job behaviors. The effective, that is the positive, and ineffective job behaviors are identified. After that, these job behaviors, these are converted into the performance dimensions. Accordingly, here job experts roles come in. The job experts, they then use these dimensions keeping in view the job description and the critical illustrations that are provided by the employees. After that, the job experts, they rate the behavior. So we can say actually there's a need for job experts, though they rate the behavior in the incident that is described in the incident as how to effectively or ineffectively it represents the performance. And finally, a subset of the incidents, it is used as the behavioral anchors for the each one identified. So this is the process of the bars system, and the right answer is only 3, that is it uses critical incidents and behavioral anchors for performance evaluation. Moving on. The next question is, what is the key feature of the 360-degree appraisal method? So this is again a modern technique that is used for performance appraisal. Statements are, it relies solely on self-assessment. It involves appraisal by multiple raters including supervisors, subordinates and colleagues. It focuses on rating performance based on financial metrics, or it minimizes human bias through automation and technology. So यहाँ पे अगर हम लोग फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट देखें, इट रिलाइज सोनली ऑन असेसमेंट बाय द एम्प्लॉय, ये कंप्लीटली एम्प्लॉय पे नहीं होता. एम्प्लॉय फीडबैक विद व्हाट दे प्रोवाइड फॉर देमसेल्व्स इज अ पार्ट ऑफ इट. इट डज नॉट सोनली डिपेंड ऑन इट. सो दिस इज कैंसिल्ड. इट इन्वॉल्व्स अप्रेजल बाय मल्टीपल रेटर्स. हाँ, यहाँ पे जितने भी, इट इज एक्चुअली अ फुल सर्कल. इट इज अ फुल सर्कल अप्रेजल सिस्टम और ऑल अराउंड. तो जो एम्प्लॉय है वो सेंटर में होता है, उसके आसपास जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर्स होते हैं जैसे कि सीनियर्स, कलीग्स, उसके अलावा सुपरवाइजर्स, जो भी उसके परफॉर्मेंस से इफेक्ट हो रहे हैं वो सब रेटिंग प्रोवाइड करते हैं. सो दिस इज अ मल्टीपल रेटर सिस्टम. ये स्टेटमेंट सही है. इट फोकसेस रेटिंग परफॉर्मेंस बेस्ड ऑन फाइनेंशियल मैट्रिक्स, ये गलत है, ये उसकी परफॉर्मेंस पे बेस्ड होता है. एंड इट मिनिमाइजेस ह्यूमन बायस थ्रू ऑटोमेशन एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. ये ह्यूमन बायस डेफिनेटली रिड्यूस करता है, बट it is not through automation and technology. It is because it involves मल्टी रेटर. यहाँ पे एक से ज्यादा रेटर्स हैं, इसीलिए बायस नहीं होता, तो ये भी गलत हो गया. द राइट स्टेटमेंट इज 2. सो ओनली 2, बी इज द राइट ऑप्शन फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. इट इज द की फीचर ऑफ द 360-degree appraisal method. Next question is, what is the focus of the 720-degree appraisal method? ये भी modern technique है. Giving statements are performance evaluation based on employee self-assessment, the customer or investor participation of the upper level managers' work reviews, peer assessment of employee performance, or appraisal of employee potential for higher managerial position. तो क्या यहाँ पे self assessment होता है, या फिर जो कस्टमर या इन्वेस्टर परसेप्शन होता है उसको यूज किया जाता है, या एम्प्लॉय परफॉर्मेंस के लिए पीयर असेसमेंट होता है, या फिर एम्प्लॉय पोटेंशियल को मेजर किया जाता है? द राइट आंसर हियर इज ओनली सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज राइट, दैट इज ओनली 2. सी इज द राइट आंसर. जो 720-degree अप्रेजल होता है ये 360 डिग्री से भी ज्यादा इंक्लूसिव होता है. मतलब कि इट एम्फसाइजेस getting feedback from customers or investors as well, in addition to subordinates, superiors and peers. So subordinate, peers, इनके अलावा customers और investor का भी appraisal यहाँ पे या उनका भी perception लिया जाता है. So we can say it is a more comprehensive and personalized review of the upper level managers का ज़्यादा comprehensive review यहाँ पे provide होता है. It is also known as the ऑल राउंड. जो 360 डिग्री था ये ऑल अराउंड था, इसको ऑल राउंड अप्रेजल कहते हैं, एंड इट इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट रिसेंटली इंट्रोड्यूस्ड मेथड्स. तो बाकी सारे जो मेथड्स है जो कि मॉडर्न में या ट्रेडिशनल टेक्निक्स में आते हैं वो पूरी तरीके से एम्प्लॉय को गाइड नहीं करता है, बट द 720 डिग्री अप्रेजल इट वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड सो दैट द एम्प्लॉयज परफॉर्मेंस इज मेजर्ड, it is analyzed as well as the targets are set in the first appraisal. फिर उसके बाद उसकी परफॉर्मेंस को फिर से मेजर किया जाता है एंड देन उसको गाइडेंस प्रोवाइड की जाती है विद प्रॉपर फीडबैक. दिस इज द 720 डिग्री परफॉर्मेंस अप्रेजल. सो दिस कैन बी स्टेटेड एज ट्वाइस 360 degree. Twice 360 degree performance appraisal. Once when the performance or appraisal is done, the targets are set, and then in the second one where the feedback is given and the reporting officer attempts to improve or give tips to the employee. इसीलिए इसको 720 degree appraisal method कहते हैं. So the right answer is C, only 2. Moving on. And the last question for today's session is, what is the central tendency problem in the appraisal system? तो appraisal system के अंदर एक problem होती है जिसको कहते हैं central tendency problem. What is this problem? Given statements are comparing employees with oneself on various traits and parameters, assigning average ratings to all the employees without proper evaluation, allowing one trait or characteristic of an employee to influence the assessment, or rating the employees consistently high or low based on personal preferences. So central tendency problem, it actually refers to assigning the average ratings to all the employees without proper evaluation. हम लोग हर एक एस्पेक्ट का इवैल्यूएशन किए बिना ही एवरेज रेटिंग हर एक एम्प्लॉय को प्रोवाइड कर देते हैं. दिस इज नोन एज द सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी प्रॉब्लम. इसके अलावा कंपेयरिंग एम्प्लॉयज विद वन सेल्फ, अलाउइंग वन ट्रेड या फिर रेटिंग एम्प्लॉयज कॉन्स्टेंटली हाई और लो, ये सब पर्सनल प्रेफरेंसेस पे होता है, तो ये इसके अंदर नहीं आता है. द ओनली राइट स्टेटमेंट इज 2, सो बी इज द राइट आंसर. परफॉर्मेंस अप्रेजल का एक प्रोसेस होता है. लेट अस डिस्कस द प्रोसेस. हियर इन द फर्स्ट स्टेप इज वेयर द standards are set. The standards for performance, it is set by the organization. After that, these standards are communicated to the employees. Then this third step is to conduct the performance level of the employees. The performance level, next stage, is measured. Then these are compared, the performance level of the employees, these are measured with the set standards, and then the outcome, it is discussed with the employee. Outcome is discussed with the employee, emphasizing the strong points and then counseling them on the weak points of the organization. And finally, the last step is to initiate the corrective actions. The corrective actions or the corrective measures. And then the managers, they act on the positive performance by deciding on various incentives like increments, promotions, training methods, etc. तो ये प्रोसेस होता है परफॉर्मेंस अप्रेजल का. उसके अंदर कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकती हैं. सो सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी के अलावा कंपेयरिंग एम्प्लॉयज विद वन सेल्फ ऑन वेरियस ट्रेट्स एंड पैरामीटर्स, दिस इज रेफर्ड टू एज द similar error. This is the similar error. Then allowing one trait or characteristic of an employee to influence the assessment, this is known as the halo effect. The halo effect, and this is based on personal bias, refers to subjective or biasness on the part of the evaluator. So assigning average ratings to all the employees without proper evaluation, this comes under the central tendency problem. So the right answer is B, only 2. With this, we have come to the end of today's session. We have discussed the chapter 14 of module B from the paper Advanced Bank Management, and this video alongside other videos, they have been uploaded on the MyOnlinePrep YouTube channel. If you haven't yet seen those videos, go see them. Also subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss any video. ये जो videos हैं इनको daily basis पे आप ही के लिए upload किया जा रहा है, हर एक chapter के जो crucial MCQs हैं, ताकि आपका रिवीजन टाइमली एफिशिएंटली कंप्लीट हो सके. सो लाइक द वीडियोस इफ यू फाइंड दीज एमसीक्यूज हेल्पफुल. ऑल्सो जो भी टॉपिक्स हमने यहाँ पे डिस्कस किए, जो क्वेश्चंस हमने कवर किए हैं, वो सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. इसलिए इन सारे टॉपिक्स को thoroughly रिवाइज करना जरूरी है. You can do that from the free videos that are available on the app of MyOnlinePrep as well. So practice these MCQs, practice the mock test, and if you like this video, do hit the like button, share it with your peers, and then we'll meet again in the next video. Till then, keep learning with us and thank you.